Next up is Startup Institute.
Everybody, I'm Sean Johnson. I'm the co-founder of Startup Institute, and I thought this DJ booth was bigger. Coming up with this, I thought I was going to be one of those guys that walks all across the stage and presents, but this is built in, and the thing that I think is great about this is you get boozed up and fed before, so we can just treat this like family. So I wanted to touch back on the point that Maria made. So for those of you that want to work at startups, please raise your hand. Okay, for those of you that represent startups, please raise your hand. Okay. For everybody that isn't raising their hand, maybe hear them off for a little bit, but for the two that did, I've got something for you. So it's called Startup Institute Chicago, and it's effectively a full-time school that we built out of Techstars that prepares individuals to be employees at startups. So there's two pain points that I want to touch on, and it's for the person that is somewhere in their career, whether you're a designer or brand manager at some CPG firm or a lawyer or banker or whatever it is. You come here and it's the people that are wearing collars and you've undone your tie to make it seem like you're in the startup crowd, and you want to be a part of this. And it's hard. No, I mean, getting the check is a beautiful thing. We're in a recession, but sometimes the money moves past you, and you want to do something that you love. And you're here, there's things like 1871 built in, Technorian, all the things that are exciting, and they're all entry points. We ease that entry point. We give you the knowledge, mindset, and network to be immediately impactful in your startup transition. How we've done that is coming from Techstars about a year and a half ago. We built this 8-week immersive full-time experience for people that come from all different roles that startups need, from product design, web development, technical marketing, and sales and biz dev. And we give them that skill all through practitioner-led education. So what's practitioner-led education? This is for the people that raise their hand and they represent startups. It means that for you, the pain point is you've got a handful of people and you're growing like a weed, and you really need to be like precise at who joins your team, because the higher that you get will either drive your company forward or kill you. It's not like a corporation where the guy hides and gets a paycheck. It's do or die. You really want to be prudent about the decisions that you make, but you're past the dorm. You're past the point where you pick the guy that was in your frat or the first guy that you worked at your job, and you know and trust him. You guys care about the mission, and you know his skill set and how he works. Now you're looking at resumes. You're looking at resumes of people that have went to a school like Northwestern and have worked in some relevant field, but that's kind of irrelevant because you have no relevant field. You guys are disruptors, you're innovators, you're working in fields where you're the vanguards of your industry. So how do you find somebody that can contribute? Use your network. And if your network's tapped out, you go to JobBite or Resumator or whatever it is that you have. Startup Institute plays a role here in you coming and being part of the community and looking at our 60 students in the face as you teach them skills that you just got done delivering every day in your startup. And what that does to build a community has been massive, but what it does specifically for your company is it allows you to evaluate talent like day in and day out over 8 weeks, not 3 touches of like interviews, and find out who the real person is. And find out what it is that gets them excited, and not just like the very formal follow-ups that they had, or the fact that you could do a back channel on it. And it de-risks the hiring process for you. Again, going back to the, like, either you get the person that moves you forward or kills you, we get people that move you forward. We've graduated over 300 alumni and helped over 100 startups grow their teams. I'm gonna pause there because you guys are getting gratuitous sick clause. Can I get one? 300 alumni and 100 startups have grown their teams. And we're here. We're starting in Chicago on October 21st, right here in River North. And we want everybody that raised their hands, even the guys that didn't raise their hands, to be a part of this. Because we want to build something that puts the Chicago startup ecosystem on the biggest pedestal possible and the biggest launch pad for the rocket ship that it is. So if you're one of the people that wants to work at a startup, please go and talk to anybody that you see with like that logo on their chest. Or just talk to me. I'm wearing like this blue and white plaid. If you're here and you want to hire, grow your teams, or just support the ecosystem because you're not in a hiring curve, still talk to me. Tweet my ask, tweet at us at startupinst. Email us, just somehow get involved. We'll reach out to any one of you and help you across your career transition or your hiring goals. I'm Sean Johnson, I'm the co-founder of Startup Institute.